Welcome to another episode of BWT. Today, as always, we are going to recap the series with the Yankees. They played the Dodgers over the weekend. We're going to preview the week coming up. We have a week of Sox. We have the White Sox Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then the Red Sox come to town Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So that should be fun. That should be a good homestand. I can't remember the last time that it took this long for the Yankees and Red Sox to play a game in a season. But I'm excited for the rivalry, one of the best rivalries in sports, to continue a new chapter or start a new chapter this season. I'm also going to give you three guys in the AL that I think we should be keeping our eyes on for AL MVP, and the same thing for the NL. So let's get right into it. The Yankees played game one of the series Friday night. Luis Severino went up against Kershaw. And Severino did not look good. His fastball was down in velocity at least 2 miles per hour, I believe, from his last start. So the Dodgers came out in the bottom of the first. The first batter of the game, Mookie Betts hits a home run, started off. A couple batters later, Max Muncy hits another home run, 3-0. And then James Outman hits an RBI single to make it 4-0. Miguel Rojas hits a sac fly to make it 5-0. And Mookie Betts comes up for the second time in that inning and gets his second hit of the inning for an RBI single, making it 6-0. Josh Donaldson returned from the IL with a home run against Clayton Kershaw in the top of the second inning. JD Martinez has had a resurgence over there in LA. I don't know what it is, but anytime a player that was struggling in big markets, Joey Gallo last year, and now it's JD Martinez. He had his 13th home run of the season. And we also had Giancarlo Stanton return from the IL, and he also hit a home run in the game for his 5th one of the season. In the bottom of the 6th, Mookie Betts comes up and gets his 3rd hit of the game and his 2nd home run to make it 8-2. He now has 15 on the year. And in the top of the 9th, Josh Donaldson hit another home run for his 3rd one of the year to make it 8-4. And that was the final score, with Kershaw getting the win, going to 7-4 with a 3.25 ERA, and Severino gets his first loss of the season with an ERA of 5.28. Yankees come back in game 2, and they come out swinging. The guy for the starting pitcher for the Dodgers, he was a young guy. I think it's Mitch Grove. Sorry if I get your first name wrong. But yeah, he was pumping. He was dealing. He made a mistake to Jake Bauers in the top of the 2nd inning, and he deposited it into right field for his 4th home run of the season. And then David Peralta comes up in the bottom of the 2nd for the Dodgers and hits a little bloop that barely's fair, like 2 feet fair. And then after it bounces, it hit off the left fielder's glove, and then it ricocheted all the way over to foul territory where the wall is, and Jason Hayward ended up scoring on that play. They credited him with a single, and then he advanced to second on the error. That was to make it 2-1. And then Jake Bowers comes up again, and he did not miss another pitch. He was all over this fastball. It looked like he had thrown the breaking ball stuff completely out of the window because that's what he took deep in his first at bat. So he sat on a fastball and he did not miss it for his second home run of the game. Also, another 2-run home run for his fifth home run of the season, making it 4-1. And then Aaron Judge comes up with his 19th home run of the season to make it 5-1. And Miguel Vargas comes up with an RBI triple in the bottom of the seventh. And Miguel Rojas comes up with a RBI single to bring in Vargas to make it 5-3. And in the top of the ninth, Oswaldo Cabrera, who just recently got recalled. Well, he spent maybe a couple hours down in AAA because I think it was Greg Allen. He took a swing and he just came up. He just wasn't feeling right. I think it was his heel. But yeah, he comes up with his fourth home run of the season, and the Yankees win 6-3, making the series tied. Garrett Cole remains undefeated with a record of 7-0, and the ERA is at a 2.82 right now. Grove was trying to get his first win of the season, but he failed, making his record 0-2 with a 8.14 ERA. And Clay Holmes was able to come in and close the door, get the save for his sixth win of the season. And on Sunday, the rubber match, man, this was a duel between Bobby Miller and Domingo Germán. They were just straight battling. The first 6 innings, there was no runs. Barely any offense was produced at all. This was a dominant pitcher's performance by both of the starting pitchers. In the top of the seventh, Kyle Higashioka gets up with a runner on third base, less than 1 out. He hits a ground ball, does the job. That brings in a run to give the Yankees the lead. And then in the bottom of the seventh, JD Martinez hits his 14th home run of the season, tying it up. And then Oswaldo Cabrera also comes up with a runner on third base, and he does the same thing as Higashioka, just puts the ball in play, gets the job done, records an RBI to make it 2-1. And then Anthony Volpe hits a 2-run home run for his 9th home run of the season, making it 4-1, which was the final score in the game today. Today, Aaron Judge did not play because Saturday he made an incredible catch. He robbed JD Martinez of extra bases, and when he ran into the wall, he stubbed his toe, I think. That's what Aaron Boone was saying. So he just gave him today off just to rest it. There shouldn't be any IO time. And he should be good to go by Tuesday when we open up the series against the White Sox. Clay Holmes got the win this game, improving his record to 4-2 with a 2.84 ERA. And Phillips for the Dodgers gets his first loss of the season with an ERA of 1.99. And Wandy Peralta, again, the Yankees just, whoever gets the job done that day is the closer. They wear the closer hat that day. Wandy Peralta comes in, gets the job done for his 4th save of the season. With his ERA is also a 2.84. So with that series win, the Yankees are now 10-9 all time against the Dodgers in the regular season. And with that, the Yankees now have a winning record against all other 29 franchises in the MLB. That's a pretty cool stat. Just know that we beat everybody. It's cool to know. But now we got to get another championship. Those records really shouldn't mean anything. We should be worried about the big time goal, which is the World Series championship for number 28 for the franchise. A little bit of IL, a little bit of injury update. Nestor Cortez is likely to go to the IL with a shoulder issue. He will most likely miss 1 to 2 starts. And Carlos Rodon is going to face live batters on Wednesday, which is a great sign. Boone says that he's coming back quicker than expected. He signed a 6-year, $162 million contract in free agency. And a couple of weeks ago, they came out and said that he was dealing with chronic back pain. And that really worried me because as a pitcher, you turn and you use that torque from your back. And if that would be a big waste of money right there. And that'd be just disappointing, really disappointing, because I expected him to come out and be a solid number 2 guy. And right now he still hasn't even pitched one single pitch in the MLB this season. But if he can come back and be himself like he was last year with the Giants, this rotation is going to be in good hands with Cole, then Rodon, then you can go Sevy, you can go Nasty Nestor for the 4-5, and then or 3-4, and then you can go with Domingo Herman to close it out as the 5 guy. So with that being said, I like that rotation. Our bullpen is one of the best bullpens in baseball right now. We really haven't been giving up runs. When the bullpen comes out, I feel really good about it for them to get the job done and make sure that we retain those leads when they come in. So with the AL guys to watch for the MVP, let's get into it. Of course, you got to go with Shohei Ohtani. He is batting .274 right now with 15 home runs, 41 RBIs, and an OPS of .885. And OPS is on base plus slugging. You got to look out for Yordan Alvarez. He is hitting .274 with 15 home runs. His latest home run was off of Shohei Ohtani when he was pitching. He has 51 RBIs, and his OPS is .957. And, of course, you got to look out for the reigning MVP. He has an average of .291, 19 home runs, and 40 RBIs with an OPS of 1.078. And he also missed 12 games so far because of injury, I wouldn't say because of injury. He missed 11 because of injury, and then he didn't play Sunday just for rest. So you can't count that. But yeah, those numbers with missing 11 games in the season, are very good. The Yankees offense struggled badly when he was out. They went those 10 games, they went 4-6. The center fielders that were replacing him batted, I believe, 188, which is terrible. And the offense was only scoring like 3 runs a game. I don't quite know the numbers right now, but they're definitely higher than 3 runs a game. Just this last weekend, we scored 4, 6, and 4. So right there, that's putting us over that average of 3 when he was gone. Not by much, but any bit counts, right? And then the series before that, we scored 20 runs in 2 games, and then we got shut out in the final game against the Mariners. Yeah, we've been putting up a lot of runs, 10 runs against the Padres. Yeah, we've been putting up a lot of runs ever since Aaron Judge has been coming back, has come back. And I expect that to continue to happen because it's infectious. Like seeing him hit and seeing the way that he carries himself on and off the field as a teammate, it probably motivates them to want to be like him. And he's now the captain of the New York Yankees. So he is held to a higher standard by the fans, by the media, by his teammates, and by the management as well. So I think he's doing a great job of being that guy right now. Just continue to stay healthy, stay on the field, and produce. In the NL, we have 2 former teammates. We have Robert Acuna Jr. He is batting .331 with 12 home runs and 32 RBIs with an OPS of .971. And Freddie Freeman is also batting .331 with 10 home runs, 35 RBIs, and his OPS is .960. Freddie Freeman is one of the top 10 hitters in this game right now. There's not a pitch that you can throw him that he can't get to. He's incredible. The way that he covers the plate, his discipline, it's really fun to watch. And he's just coming off a 19-game hitting streak. So if he can continue to keep the ball rolling, that'll be good for that Dodgers offense as well, because that division is tight. The Diamondbacks are not playing. They are coming to get them. I think it was Corbin Carroll came out and said that you don't want to get bit by a snake or something like that. So something along those lines. So just know the Diamondbacks are coming, and watch out. And this one is going to be kind of a surprise because the home run numbers and the RBI numbers aren't as high as the other 2 guys, but the average is outrageous. Luis Arias for the Miami Marlins is batting .392 right now with 1 home run, 27 RBIs, and his OPS is .930. This guy is coming off a weekend where on Saturday he went 5 for 5 with 3 doubles. This guy was such a good acquisition for them. They only let go of Pablo Lopez, which is also doing well with the trade. There really wasn't a winner of the trade. Both teams benefited from it because Arias is one of the aces of that staff. Yeah, I'm really excited for this series with the White Sox. Well, this entire week, I'm excited for this series. The White Sox, Tim Anderson, great player. Love the way he plays the game. He just runs his mouth too much when he plays the Yankees. I get it. Big time players come out in big time situations against big time teams, you know. I just don't like it when it's against my team. I do it against all the other 28 teams in the MLB. Just don't do it against mine. That's one thing that I really don't like is when one of my favorite players in the league just come out and just dominate my favorite team. Like the other night when Mookie Betts went for 2 home runs. I'm just glad he's not on the Red Sox anymore and we don't have to play him multiple times a year. Same thing with JD Martinez. He was always hitting us well. So for him to have 2 home runs, for them both to have 2 home runs in a 3-game series does not surprise me at all because they've seen these pitchers. They're not the same, but with the coaching staff, that's the same. And they probably tried to attack them the same way. And they were ready for it. So that's why they were able to succeed and have good at-bats this weekend. And that series against the Red Sox, man, that is going to be fun. It's always fun, no matter the standings, no matter where we're at in the standings. That New York Yankees and Boston Red Sox rivalry is second to none, in my opinion. These games, they're gonna get crazy. Someone gets hit, they might charge them out, and we just get an all-time brawl again. If you don't know the rivalry between the Red Sox and the Yankees, do yourself a favor and go on YouTube and just look up everything from an old man being thrown down by Pedro to Manny Ramirez overreacting and about a pitch that was like not close to his head, but he just got mad. You'll see A-Rod and Veritek getting into it when A-Rod tried to slap Bronson Arroyo's glove when he I still laugh at that because I don't know what A-Rod was thinking. I don't know why he thought that him deliberately smacking Bronson Arroyo's gloves and the ball coming out would make him safe. It's just still funny to me. And then the most recent one was Joe Kelly and Tyler Austin. It's always fun seeing these teams. I might go to a game this weekend or next weekend because they play them in New York this weekend, and then the Yankees come to Boston next weekend. So I will definitely try to get to one of those games. But that's all I got for you guys today. If you guys aren't already in the Instagram baseball chat, make sure you comment on this video with your Instagram handle and we can get you into that chat. We share information. We, based on trades, call-ups, recalls, injuries, just random stats. And there's also a good amount of trash talk in that chat. So if you're gonna come with it, be ready because there's some people in there that know the game and they'll be ready for it. So it's always fun having those little heated debates. Especially with this week coming up. This week is going to be fun because there's quite a few Red Sox fans in that baseball chat. And I want to give a quick shout out to my guys over at Refuse to Lose. Joe, Tomo, and Dave. Man, I met those guys through a friend telling Joe that about me being a podcaster, and then we just took it from there. Nothing but great things about these guys. This opportunity has been an amazing one for me. I'm just glad that everybody is enjoying these videos and enjoying what I have to say about my team. And these videos will continue to get better. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. Till next time, peace.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all at the next episode.